Okay, beginning our day. In one of his latest talks, Ajahn mentioned something about a paradox of somebody wants a guarantee before they can commit to the practice, but the guarantee comes about when they start practicing. So that reminds me of one of the Lompojandi's talks. Lompochandi is my teacher in Thailand, and I kind of translate it. Try to include two modes of cultivation in your meditation, both samatha, calming the mind, and vipassana, cultivating insight. If you are unable to do it yet, at least try to make your mind around this. Do sitting meditation to some extent. Try to contemplate the three characteristics a bit. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. You have to do it quite often. This will remind us so the mind will not cling to things, not only for the material objects, but also for the mental qualities. The mind will get used to letting go and not attaching to things too much. So sometimes you need to see it through your practice, wrap your head around, get a handle on it. Otherwise, you will doubt about it. Sometimes we have been practicing for years, for decades, but still have a lot of doubt and keep saying, is that okay? Is that right? Because there are a lot of style of practice, a lot of teachers, a lot of meditation objects that have been taught. We ended up not knowing what to choose. If we don't figure it out by ourselves, we will keep doubting about it. Say, if you want to try mindfulness of breathing, try it until you have no doubt. If you have no doubt, then you have no need to ask other people. You have your own confidence. It's inside ourselves if we really commit to it. We investigate the causes and the conditions around it, so we can fairly make an implication. Once upon a time, as I was practicing, it was not that I knew it or I had an insight. I just implied on my own. As I was really committing to the practice, I had an estimation that if I keep doing it, it will have a result. I totally believed that. That the Buddha said, within 7 days, if one really commits to it, it will have a result. I had my confidence over 100% on this. So if we do our meditation and it can really establish in our heart, we will have our confidence in other various teachings that will absolutely bear fruit. I have no doubt. I don't know why you have to doubt. The rest of it is just practicing. Keep doubting and you're still not doing anything. Even Lompocha said, if one does it, one will have no doubt. Those who doubt are those who don't practice. And it's true, as he said, if we never go to a place, we will keep imagining about it all the time, isn't it? We might stumble upon someone who has been there and we ask, what does it look like? And then they will explain about it to you. And then again, we stumble on another one who has been there, but yet we are still asking the same question, and it never goes anywhere. Q&A doesn't solve one's doubt. If you don't see it by yourself, experience it by yourself, no way you can make it. Having heard this, that Lompocha said, I never asked any question again. Never thought to do so even. So it became my temperament, not asking people, because there's no reason to do so. Asking about things that one has no idea about. Our teachers has been teaching on and on, again and again. The practice is going on like this and that. It's up to us whether we do it or not. They keep teaching us, you have to practice, have to sit and contemplate, have to walk and contemplate, but we didn't really commit to it, didn't make it consistent. It's better to urge ourselves rather than keep asking, because Lompocha once said, being doubtful, no one can top me on this. I was the supreme, the Lord of doubting, but I never asked. You can ask a little bit just for the sake of guidance, and that's enough. Because one knows that one's doubt doesn't cease by just asking. There was a question from one of the 16 Manavas asking the Buddha, and this is from Sutta Nipada, chapter 5, Sutta 8. That question that still sticks in my head, and is right about this topic. One of the Manavas asked the Buddha in the effect of, my Lord, please solve my doubt, as he was so doubtful and restless. So the Buddha answers straightforward, I cannot solve anyone's doubt. But if you see it through your own wisdom, all the doubts will cease, which means you have to try it by yourself, see it, experience it by yourself. One cannot do this for others. Please solve my doubt for me. That's not the case. So answering the questions, teachers has already done that, but we are still in doubt, no matter how good they are. This is because we yet don't know things as they are, with our own wisdom. So we keep repeating ourselves and never fix that. So the practice is for each of us to do by ourselves. And it became my temperament. Whenever I was visiting a Kuba Ajahn, I would sit quietly, never ask a question. However, if there is someone who would like to ask, I also enjoy to listen to them. I mean, enjoy learning, but I don't like to ask. Nevertheless, I had asked once. I asked Luang Por Thui. Luang Por Thui is one of the Kuba Ajahns in Lupuman tradition. He's kind of contemporary to Luang Ta Mahabua. I asked Luang Por Thui once when I was a young monk, probably less than 10 vasa. Normally I would not ask, but that day I don't know why I want to ask. But this is for the sake of others, as there's nobody asking. I don't know why I was brave enough to do so, even though there's known that he's very fierce. So I asked about samadhi, and he actually scolded me. You ask this because you never tried, do you? Have you ever tried? Why do you have to ask me? He fiercely scolded me, and I felt bad a little bit. But that's all good. No questions, no question. Then he gave a talk. His style is like Luang Ta Mahabua's. And then later I got to meet with Luang Ta Mahabua himself and had a meal together with him. After the meal, I went to his kuti and take leave. And he talked with us like normal, talking about Dhamma and whatnot. After a while, my fellow monks started to ask him, and he answered a couple of questions. But then for the third time, he said, "Do it yourself. You keep asking me a question after another. Do your doubt cease by asking?" That is his style. Then that's good. So then we pay respect, and he did giggle. So this is true. If one really tried, one would not have a lot of doubt around it.